Hello guys, Auvbri here and welcome to part 2 of this apartment build. So we've just moved inside to the interior here in all of the apartments, and oh my god, this took forever. But I tried to do as many different styles in the different apartments as possible, and I have two favorite apartments, one in the big apartments block and one here in the smaller one as well. So but this is the first apartment. I tried to do this yellow color and then just kind of complement it with some blue here in the end. You're gonna see it in the end, and I think it looks really cool. So if you haven't already noticed it, I have made a new intro, and you will also see the new outro in the end of this video if you stick around that long. And the reason for that is just because, you know, I have changed my name from Auvbri Gaming to simply just Auvbri, because when I started this channel, it was actually not meant for The Sims. It was meant for all kinds of games, and, you know, because I am a gamer and I love playing all kinds of different games. And I wanted to make a gaming channel, but I just enjoyed doing the Sims house builds on this channel much more than I enjoyed recording for everything else. So I just decided to, you know, rename my channel to just Auvbri instead of Auvbri Gaming. So it is a whole new channel now. Whole new channel, I say that lightly. So it's all about The Sims now. No, nothing else like it was before. All about The Sims, and I'm really excited to get this new channel. Again, I say new, it is the same, but it is kind of a new branding, if you can say it like that, for me. So I'm really excited about that. And we've just finished kind of the living room here, and I was just checking with my sim to see if she could actually use the bed while it only had like half a square to go around it, and she actually could. So that was just great for me, but because I actually use that a lot throughout this build, throughout the different apartments with this kind of double bed in this kind of narrow room. So that was great. Yeah. Again, the bathrooms, you know, I hate doing bathrooms. If I could not do the bathrooms, I would. But all of the bathrooms are kind of different. Different styles, different feels and stuff like that. Of course, essentially there is the same thing inside of them, but, you know, I try to make them as different as possible. And we've just moved into the next apartment here. All of the doors and windows are also the same in every single apartment. Just because, you know, I wanted to kind of make the feel that it is the same apartment block, you know, all of the outside windows and garden sizes and stuff like that is the same. So I also wanted to have like the same doors and stuff like that inside of the apartment just to kind of get you know, the same vibe from it. But this apartment here is a red apartment where I kind of use very dark blue furniture in here, just because I thought it looked really cool, and kind of the dark color with this like screaming red, blood red. It's actually, it reminds me a lot of the color blood has, and I thought it looked cool. I don't know, I really tried to do a lot of different styles inside of these different apartments, and in the end you also see me struggle just because, oh my god, in the end I was just like, I didn't want to furnish anymore. I was kind of over it, but I did do it properly, and, you know, excuse me, I did do it properly, and everything is different but kind of have the same feel to it. But as you can see here, 29 minutes and 39 seconds this video is, and it is actually sped up by 650% the amount of time that it took me to do this. So it took about 2 hours and 45 minutes or something to furnish this whole lot, and it was so long. You know, I really do love furnishing a lot, but you can just get enough of it, and it totally not crossed my mind that I had to do this video, because usually I do it like on a Wednesday or Thursday, and then I kind of realized today that you have to furnish this whole lot. What the hell? So I used so much time on this, and the rendering from my program also took forever, but it is finally out here, and I really like how it looked. So this apartment here, the kind of living room is kind of the best living room I made in these 1-bedroom apartments, and I just think it looks so cool, the red and the like dark blue. This bedroom is also a cool idea that I'm not actually sure where I got that from. I think it was a magazine or something like that. It was kind of not my idea, but then again, I can't remember where the hell I got that from. But as you can see, most of the living rooms in, or not, excuse me, the bedrooms in this build are kind of long and narrow, and eventually they all kind of look the same, just with different colors and furnitures, but the kind of things that are in those bedrooms are kind of the same. So here I decided to do like a pink apartment and a blue apartment, just to kind of get some variety in there, and I think it was kind of a cool idea, you know. Maybe this pink room is kind of like a single cat lady with way too much time on her hand and maybe not a lot of friends. I don't know. I just try to use as many pink furniture I could in here as possible, and kind of choosing these old looking furniture and stuff like that. I am actually gonna remove that bear in a little bit, just because I didn't like how it looked. It was kind of too, you know, I'm alone-ish, and yeah. So many of these apartments in this many of the apartment in this 1-bedroom block is actually where the kitchen and living room is one room, just because, as you saw in the last episode, if you saw that, I didn't have a lot of space to work with, just because I also wanted to have the gardens in this build as well. So just because, you know, apartment blocks here in Denmark have like these individual smaller gardens, and I wanted to do that in this build as well, and I'm actually really glad I did that, just because it also brings a lot of variety to the apartments as well, to have their own gardens. And when you see a kind of apartment like this one, you kind of see what kind of person is gonna live here, and I like that idea a lot. So I'm really glad that I made the apartments the sizes they are, and also the only regret I have right now is that I made it so big. But again, it's for you guys, and as long as you love it, I'm happy to do this. it's relaxing for me to kind of do this. It's kind of an escape from school and stuff like that, so I don't have to think of homework and killing myself. Oh, I'm not gonna kill myself. But you know, yeah, it's just relaxing to do, and we've just moved into the last apartment of the 1-bedroom apartments here. The blue apartment, kind of a counterpart to the apartment right next to it, like the pink apartment, and this is kind of maybe a bachelor apartment with a single man. Maybe those two should actually meet up. That would be quite nice. But yeah, again, one of these kind of narrow looking bedrooms, just because the space, man, the space was running out. But as I said before, really happy about how I chose to do the different apartments. But I do have to say, the apartments with the upstairs as well was my favorite apartments to do, just because I could do a lot more with those, and I probably should have started doing those so I didn't grow so tired of doing the apartments themselves. But I think it was a really fun build, and yeah, maybe the next video that's going out is not gonna be like such a huge build. Maybe I'll do a let's build for a little time, just because inspiration can run out, and I really don't want that to happen. And if, you know, with let's builds, it's kind of, I get the opportunity to do a series over a long time and kind of get my thinking tank into place and kind of come up with some new ideas as well. So here I'm just spamming the motherload cheat, just because this is actually a lot I'm playing on with a sim. And money was running out, so yeah. This is the other side of the blocks with the kind of upstairs apartments as well. Excuse me, the apartments with the upstairs. And just putting in some doors here and some windows, the different places where windows is gonna go. Now the windows where the bathrooms are, they're gonna be these smaller squared windows instead, just because it is a little bit more realistic to have like these smaller squared windows instead of like these big from, you know, floor to ceiling windows where you can kind of see everything that's going on inside. So yeah, just choosing the different wallpapers for the apartments downstairs here. I'm gonna do the wallpapers for the upstairs when I've actually furnished the downstairs here. But we have like a very light bluish here, and beside that we have like this very light green, and I thought that was actually a very cool color. I'm gonna have to use that in another build. And then to the right, the first apartment, when you like enter the block area, is also like this kind of not light blue, but I guess it's like a normal blue. But yeah, again, as you can see, different kitchens, and damn, I was also running out of ideas here, just because all those different kitchens and stuff I had to make. It was kind of, I was running out of ideas of what to do with the different kitchens and kind of how to make the styles different. And as you can see here, I tried to do like these counters going out, but the space wasn't just, it just wasn't there. And I did want to fit every single room I could into these bigger apartments, you know, like a kitchen dining room as I did here. And in here we're gonna do like a living room upstairs. I can't actually remember what I did upstairs for this apartment. I guess we're gonna see in the end. Also, a little thing to note, the screenshots for this build, I'm not actually gonna show screenshots from every I'm gonna show screenshots from every single apartment, but I'm not gonna show screenshots from the bathrooms, just because if I were to do that, this video would be much longer. And as I've said before, 30 minutes is kind of my limit on how long I want a video to be. But as you saw there in the living room, I actually like how I kind of used those rice paper lamps and kind of scaled up one of them and kind of hang it into the corner. I thought that was a really cool idea, and I can't actually remember where I saw that. Maybe it was Delicacy or the Sim Supply. Anyways, if thank you for that idea, whoever did it. It's such a cool idea, and I didn't actually know that you could scale up lamps and stuff like that. So, good to know. But yeah, this is the green apartment. I'm just kind of calling them on name them after what color I've used in them. But the green apartment here, a green kitchen as well, to kind of go with this like really light green pastel color as well. And yeah, just I'm reusing a lot of ideas from the different apartments, but in this I kind of wanted to go with dark woods versus, you know, this wider furniture, and I kind of like how it turned out. It was not something I've done before. Like, I tried to mix industrial with modern and brown and white, and it just worked for me. I kind of really got into this apartment, and I really like how it turned out. Really cool apartment. Now, the entrances for these different bigger apartments excuse me, is kind of bland. I didn't really do anything with them, and the bathrooms, that is, or at least this bathroom is not, you can call it toilet, because the bathroom is gonna be upstairs instead. In these bigger apartments that actually have like a bathroom and a toilet, just because the downstairs would probably be like a guest toilet, and the upstairs would be the bathrooms for your sim to take a shower in. Yeah, I guess. This is my favorite apartment I did, or at least the downstairs here. I love how this turned out. That dark blue color is probably my favorite in the game, and I just love how it looks inside of the game, and all of the different furniture you can use with it is just so amazing. Like, it's an eye-gasm. It's like, please, mother, may I? So yeah, we just did the bathroom down here, and I do think that there's only gonna be a toilet upstairs then. The kitchen in this apartment is the smallest of the kitchens in these bigger apartments, but it's got everything that you need in there, and I didn't want to make the kitchen any bigger just because it worked for me that it wasn't bigger, and that I could make like this big dining room area instead, and everything in this apartment just worked out perfectly. The color schemes and everything, I just love how it turned out. So this apartment, oh damn, did it give me hell. I didn't feel like I had any room in here. Maybe I did here in the kind of living room, but as you can see, the living room is just where you walk into the apartment. And the kitchen was I made it work in the end anyway, and it looks cool. That's all that matters. And if you don't like this apartment, well, you have like 7 others to pick from. So take a pick. It's for your choosing. And you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm actually throwing my hands in the air and doing like a woo, just because I can see that this video is almost coming to an end. And I remember this. When I did this, I was just like, this kitchen was done, and I just was so happy because I thought, you know what, this is the last room. I'm finally done. This build is done. And then I remembered, oh, damn, there is a upstairs to these apartments. At that moment, I wanted to cry. And then I took a nap. I saved the game here. I stopped the recording, and then I took a nap. As you can see here, it just stopped for a little bit. I stopped the recording, I took a nap, and then I was recharged to do the rest of this build. But one thing that is with the upstairs here, every single toilet / bathroom up here is the same, just because I didn't feel like doing bathrooms. And if you've followed my channel for a while, you do know I hate bathrooms. I said this earlier in this video, but I hate doing bathrooms in speed builds. They are just so annoying, and I want to squeeze their tiny little annoying room to bits and pieces. Yeah, I just didn't feel like doing the bathrooms in this upstairs part. So every single one of them is kind of the same looking, with the same things. And as you can see here, I'm just kind of copying everything and moving them around, copying again, moving them into the next toilet, and doing that kind of throughout the whole upstairs bathroom. There is one of them where I put in a shower, just because the downstairs didn't actually have a fully functional bathroom. It was just like a toilet or something. So I do put in a shower in one of them. I did right here, I can see. Just so, you know, your sim could actually go clean themselves in this apartment as well as in any other of them. I'm not actually sure gameplay wise how this would work or how you would use it, but I think it could be a really cool let's play or something like that. But anyways, I'm gonna upload this this apartment to the gallery tomorrow morning, just because when I'm actually recording this, it is quite late and I have school, and I'm just gonna record this and go to bed. So because I'm actually also really tired right now, I want a cup of coffee. And I don't actually like coffee that much, but I'm just so tired that coffee feels like the only thing to keep me awake right now. But I'm so sorry for you to listen to me rambling on, but yeah, okay, so not every single one of these apartments with an upstairs have 2 bedrooms upstairs. One or two of them actually have like these office areas instead, office rooms. Just because I thought, you know what, not everybody is gonna have kids, so make an office room instead. And that's what I did. And some of them turned out really, really cool. No, not some of them, actually all of them. This build is freaking awesome. I mean, come on, you guys, come on. Show some love. Throw a like. Spam that like button for this awesome, awesome build. And for me spending freakishly long amounts of time on this. Don't do that just for me. Do it if you like this video anyways. But the green apartment here, also only one bedroom and this kind of reading room instead, little library maybe. And I was kind of looking downstairs to see what kind of furniture I've used in there, but then I remembered it was like a little bit of everything, so it didn't really matter what kind of chairs I used in there. I do actually believe this is the last 2 rooms. Now, I didn't know how I wanted to do this bedroom at first, and I did actually test it out. Your sim can squeeze through that tiny corner and go use the dresser and stuff like that, so that shouldn't be a problem anyways. And just this kind of guest room, just because I didn't feel like doing a children's room, because I was super tired, so I'm just saving here, and I think we're gonna jump into the screenshots. Oh, here we are. This is the single person apartment, the first one. I think it looks really, really cool, and the bedroom that goes with it. Really, really simple bedroom, but you know, fully functional. This is probably my favorite apartment from the single person apartment, and the bedroom that goes with that. Also love how this turned out, the grayish. And of course here we have the like pink apartment with the crazy lonely cat lady, the single man's apartment, man cave with not much in it really, but I think it looks cool. The first apartment of the big apartments and the living room that goes with it, the lamps in the distance there, I love how that looks, and also love how this room turned out with the big bookcases in the back. The upstairs bedroom to go with this apartment. Just working off the blue again. Here we have the green apartment with the kitchen and stuff like that. Also, as you can see, quite a lot of different kinds of furniture in this apartment, but it kind of works, doesn't it? Or is it just me? The bedroom at the upstairs to go with this apartment, and this kind of little reading room, library room thing. And here we have a study room for the apartment next door, and the bedroom for the apartment next door, and the best living room I did in this build. The best apartment in my opinion. I would love to have this apartment actually. I think it is so cool, and the yard is cool, and damn, this is just the best apartment. And the last apartment with the kind of children's room, and the kind of big master bedroom to go with that. And we'll move downstairs to the kitchen here, and yeah, just the last shots of the living room for this apartment. So that is great. Love how this turned out as well. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and didn't grow tired of me rambling on for a half an hour. If you did, please leave it a like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time. So have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. I'm Auvbri, and goodbye.